You got to charge what you're worth. You're never ever going to get in that position that the seller says, you know what, I know what you said there in relation to your fee. If you don't double it, we're not going to use you. You know, like that's never happened in the history of a estate agency, right? But you got to make that decision. Are you the reject shop, Louis Vuitton, or a great David Jones that sits in the middle? Now, why this is such an important part is you got to think about what actually happens when we get to that fee objection piece. Now, there's lots of ways to handle it. The first conversation is to make sure that you're seriously good about giving them that fee approximation close. Just so that you know there are agents anywhere between X and Y. We're not the cheapest, we're not the most expensive, but we're seen as being the very best value. The secondary part, whenever that fee objection comes up, you got a lot of choices. If we could agree on the fee, would you use this? Yeah, we would. Why is that? Oh, because of X, Y, Z. If you say, hey, would you use this? And they go, well, not really. You're already in trouble because if they can't see the difference, they won't pay the difference. Now, I'm going to get you to think about a really interesting objection handler. What happens if you say to them, hey, look, to be honest, Mr. and Mrs. Owner, I wouldn't be able to comment about the fees that others charge or what it is that they do because, to be honest, I've never sold with them. So I actually don't know what they do. But I know exactly what we do, and I know why X number of customers have made the decision to use us. Would it be okay if I show you the reasons why a lot of people make the decision to use us so then you can make the best choice? And that's such a great conversation, right? And then you just throw in this little line, hey, quick question, if you get what you want, would it be okay if I get what I want? You see, the interesting thing is that what you're trying to do is you're trying to ask questions where it's easy to say yes, and it's hard to say no. And what you're actually trying to do is to position people to see the value. Now, an easy way to do that is to have like a little one-pager, 3 reasons why people make the decision to use me. Number 1, breadth and depth of market experience. We've sold properties between X and Y, and this is the number of buyers that we've met over the course of the last 12 months. Number 2, we're in the business of making it easy. These are all the trade services. This is what we do before, during, and post a transaction to make it simple for you to be able to buy, sell, and move. And then the third thing is about other things. It might be depth of experience, size of team, number of open for inspections, number of auctions clearance rates, whatever it is, you need your one-pager that actually helps you to separate and differentiate you in that marketplace. Don't hope the customer's going to figure it out. It's actually up to you to demonstrate it in a clear one-pager so they can go, that's the reason why I want to make the decision to go and use you. Remember, you got to charge what you're worth and you got to be worth what you charge.